Hi everyone, in today's video I'm taking a quick celebration of one of the most, I think this may surprise you, one of the most underrated yet well-loved cartoon characters ever. In the cartoon collection of the Pink Panther, the original Blake Edwards Pink Panther cartoons from the 60s through to the 80s. This set contains 124 cartoon shorts, and whilst the cartoons are still being made nowadays, the Pink Panther talks in those, and for me the charm of this original set, and indeed the original cartoons altogether, was that he didn't talk, that he was a silent character going into all sorts of madcap, most often slapstick comedy situations. And it would be very much the Panther's body language and facial expressions, obviously used to get his emotions over, that would provide a lot of the comedy. In fact, in some ways, I'd liken this character in a very similar comedy vein to the likes of Charlie Chaplin, that sort of style. And I think, as I said, the character was slightly underrated as compared to some well-known cartoon characters. On this set, the 124 shorts are divided over 4 discs, and as you'll see as I'm talking here, I'll show you the artwork on the discs in the same hand-drawn style as the cartoons themselves. Little pieces of artwork, like on the first disc you can see a little mouse holding cheese. There's another character who sometimes pops up on one of the other discs who looks quite pleased with himself walking away, and there's one of the Pink Panther with his back as if he's walking off the disc, doing an okay pose with his hand as if to say my work is done here. They are all superb, very beautifully written. One of my favourites is called Pickled in Pink, where Pink Panther starts off on a bench in the park and he's approached by a stranger, and the stranger thinks he's homeless, and he takes him to his landlord to give him lodgings, and the landlady is not impressed whatsoever. But what gives the person that meets the Pink Panther and takes him in, what gives him extra comedy is that he's completely inebriated. And unlike the Pink Panther, he does talk. Very, very funny short. One thing fans will of course know and remember is that every Pink Panther short had the word pink in the title. And if you look very carefully on the cover of this set, you'll see as we look at the Pink Panther himself, over his whole body is very cleverly written the names of some of the cartoons. So across his nose, which is in a diamond sort of shape, you'll see that the words Lucky Pink is written when other shorts included. One thing you don't get here is, if you remember the original Pink Panther show, what you don't get is the Inspector cartoons, or indeed the Aardvark cartoons, that one of each was included between 2 Pink Panther shorts on every episode of the Pink Panther show and the new Pink Panther show. Those aren't included on this set. This set is purely Pink Panther cartoons, and there aren't many extras to speak of either. If you like the Inspector cartoons, which were loosely based on the Inspector Clouseau Pink Panther movies Inspector character, if you like those, or if you like the Aardvark cartoons, then that is a separate release called Pink Panther and Friends, although it doesn't include the Pink Panther on that set. It's purely the Inspector and the Aardvark. Pink Panther is nowhere on that set, but if you like those cartoons, they're there available separately. This set is perfect Pink Panther perfection. How many more P's I can using an expletive for Pink Panther, I do not know. But 124 perfect cartoons that bring back 20 glorious years of when the cartoons were in their prime. Over 4 discs in their purest form. What's not to like? The set is presented beautifully, lovely artwork, no extras to speak of, but then again, it's the classic cartoons we come for. Absolutely perfect if you were a fan of Pink Panther or still are and you grew up with him and you love classic cartoons, it's definitely one to pick up. Anyway, that's my review of the Pink Panther cartoon collection 4-disc set. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give us a like, leave your comments as always, subscribe if you haven't, and please join me on Sunday at 6 o'clock when we will be delving into the mystery and the adventure and the excitement of our favourite secret agent, Mr. Bond, James Bond, as we look at the complete James Bond collection on Blu-ray. And perhaps we might even talk about who we think the next Bond could be. That's all on Sunday at 6. Take care until then, and I'll see you all then. Bye, everyone.